And they're going to start off on Smashville. And Barking Frog not going that patented Diddy Kong or the Donkey Kong that we saw earlier as well. I'm sorry, Donkey Kong was by Joe J.
Yeah, that was Joe J. Yeah, so we're not seeing
Rosalina. Yes.
But I believe his Bayonetta has gotten some wins. I didn't see it, but I think he might have beat, because I know he beat Rags at one of the Wii Unities. I didn't see the set, but the bracket image said Mario/Bayonetta, just because as some of you may know, Rosalina Meta Knight is a really bad matchup. So Bayonetta may be who he's beaten Rags with. So his Bayonetta, if so, has a good tournament win under its belt, and he's trying to see if he can get that Dexter win right now and win his first Xanadu, because I'm pretty sure this is his first time in Grand Finals at a Xanadu. So he's already, made some steps further than he has before.
Unfortunately, some of the steps he's making right now are not working out with these side Bs, whether it's on stage or off stage. Oh my gosh, he read it, but he did not get the connection. He might lose the stock in the process. We're going to see if Barking Frog can complete. He cannot. Now he has to hit the ground. Dexter just waiting for him. A back air not going to do it quite yet, though. But one thing that, Dexter is just capitalizing on so beautifully is whenever Barking Frog does a side B, whether it's aerial or on the ground, he's just always punishing it with a back air or forward smash. And that situation right there, saw his opening, went for that up B into that stock. And right now, at 75%, quite the position to be in for Dexter. I'm sure he is satisfied at the moment. Not able to get any damage in that situation. Barking Frog managing to get back on stage, but still down a stock. Dexter's looking for an opening, trying to, get a bit more of a lead, but Barking Frog is playing great right now. 107 on Dexter, and Barking Frog still at 0%. That back air is going to do it, and right now we have a dead even game.
That pressure was just crazy because Dexter took a stock pretty early, but Dexter was in straight up pressure disadvantage for straight up over 20 seconds, maybe 30 seconds, and he didn't get one hit on Barking Frog until, he died himself. And right now we got a pretty even game, and speaking of that long disadvantage that happened the first stock, he's in disadvantage again, but he has the good DI on the second witch twist too, so he does not get up aired at the top, and he saves himself a stock.
He does, but a side B, rinse and repeat. Barking Frog trying to make more happen. Not able to. Dexter right now, though, getting a little bit of damage, but he's down. That huge lead he had just faded away so quickly. Barking Frog just piecing together exactly what he needed to do to take this lead.
I saw the startup of, the glow of Witch Time. That back air had to have been, 1 or 2 frames too fast because it, Barking Frog, barely missed that Witch Time. And right now, we got a pretty even game. Slight Barking Frog favor right now because he has the percent and he has stage control, center stage. So Dexter has the stage now. So it's Dexter's favor. So this is
things change very quickly. Barking Frog trying to get his way down. I do wonder if a Witch Time is going to come into play, but Dexter has been so good at just waiting out and finding the exact opening. But that could have been a situation. Good walkaway right there from Barking Frog puts Dexter back off stage, 100 to 109. Next hit might kill. Oh, and Dexter just trying to go for it all. That F-Smash not going to do it. Breaks out of that grab so quickly before Barking Frog was able to make anything happen. Up air, Dexter trying to get back on stage, manages to grab that ledge. Barking Frog goes with rinse and repeat, throws Dexter right back in that poor position.
Right now, if he takes one back, that's up B out of shield, up B out of shield. So he knew his Barking Frog definitely wanted to pressure hit him. And he hit with the down tilt, and
Dexter was just ready for it,
No, why did I say Pink Fresh? Dexter ready for perfectly with that up B out of shield.
Yes, you could tell kind of Dexter stood up and said, hey, I know you want to hit a button. I don't particularly think you're going to grab. Even if he did grab, he wasn't going to lose a stock for it, and he managed to recover every time. So the moment anything hit his shield, I think he was just ready for it, waiting for it, and took that stock.
And we see the switch from Lucina to Marth. Maybe he thought there were certain situations that he was playing at tipper range that he just thinks Marth would be a lot better, because Barking Frog definitely playing at a bit more of a passive range. So if, Dexter hits a max-based move, he's going to get the tipper.
Yeah, I think one thing that maybe Dexter did recognize is that he was winning plenty of neutral exchanges, slow and steady, but a lot of his hits were kind of reactable hits. It was a side B through him, or there's a witch twist, or a down tilt, and he said, hey, if I could just do a little bit more damage, maybe I would have kept my lead that I had earlier. And right now, the switch has definitely paid off. 103, and that's why he did the switch. That forward smash is going to take it right there. Lucina definitely wouldn't have ended the stock quite yet. And just very wise of Dexter. One, to punish it accordingly, but two, to be the correct character to make the most out of the situation. And this time, you know, not allowing Barking Frog to completely tie it up. This time getting some damage before he loses that first stock. And speaking of doing some damage, he's trying to end this stock. 30% already on Barking Frog. Barking Frog does manage to land on stage, but only temporarily as he's swatted right back off stage by Dexter.
I mean, he's going. I mean, if the S smash hit, that was game.
Yeah.
So it's, I mean, high risk at this situation in the game, low reward. So why not?
And Dexter gonna wait for it. And
wow,
there is the
3 witch times.
You know, Barking Frog just trying to make something happen. Dexter just so proficient though at waiting, throws out the counter, and it goes unpunished though.
Oh, he tried to jab cancel that. He jabbed and then crouched and nothing happened. He probably wanted to F tilt. So a bit unfortunate, but he can afford a few flubs with this type of lead. But
Yeah,
if the stock gets evened up though, you gotta rage Bayonetta on Town and City, so you can't afford to make mistakes when that situation happens. But as long as you got that
and he's perfectly fine right there. Had plenty of time to buffer that roll from the situation.
And he doesn't have, also, Barking Frog does not have a lot of time on his witch times, because remember that there was that situation where he witch timed 3 times in a row. So every time you use witch time, you lose like freeze time.
And that was a beat 10. Oh my goodness, Dexter all over. You know, Barking Frog made even more adjustments than before, and this time he had the character that can kill early enough to really make use of, you know, the decision making that Dexter was using. And you know, they are indeed going into this game 3 right now. Dexter trying to do this 3-0 reset grand finals. We're going to see if he's able to make it happen, though. And, you know, on Dreamland right now. And surprisingly enough, Dexter opted to go back to Lucina. I'm not sure if maybe it was the stage switch. Maybe he just prefers Marth on Town and City when you have those closer blast zones. But at the moment, it doesn't seem like the character particularly mattered. The decision-making just become a lot better, and just understanding the habits that Barking Frog has.
I think Lucina is better for like stages where you want to trap people on platforms, because if you trap somebody on a platform, they're going to be still kind of low to the ground, where you can't really get any tipper aerials. Like, you can't juggle them with like a tipper up air, because you're going to be hitting them kind of low to the ground in terms of where you jump with the up air. So the spacing isn't right to get a tipper. So you'll just be getting more damage by juggling with Lucina on the stage. At least that's how I picture it in my head.
We might know maybe at the end of this if Dexter manages to win, because we'll be able to interview the champion. But right now, still has to fight his way through Barking Frog, who is not making it easy by any means. Dexter does manage to come back, gets on stage, but thrown right back off. Barking Frog with beautiful stage control at the moment, but witch timed a little bit early right there. Lost stage control, took some damage in the process. And you know, Dexter just gonna try to expand upon this lead that he has right now. Maybe even try to lap him in percent if it is indeed possible.
You're right. All right. So Dexter, he had to be worried about 5 seconds ago about, you know, getting back air at the end, but right now, he's fine.
He's so fine that he's actually landing with buttons. That just goes to show the confidence he has at the moment, because he's no longer worried about witch time. He knows exactly what Barking Frog is going to do and how he's going to punish him. With that said, you know, Barking Frog, 1, he's a Bayonetta. 2, he's in winner side of grand finals. Cannot count this man out. He is here for a reason, and that is one of the reasons right there. Finding that back air, X marks the spot, tying up the stock count right now. The dash attack 8%, but this is how leads begin. But Dexter has something to say about it. And the patience coming to play. I'm not sure if he meant to do a dash grab or that pivot grab was intentional, but you know, definitely had an opening.
Right now, like I said, Lucina just seems better for getting, you know, punishes and percentage for juggling on platforms. And, you know, Dexter kept him on the platforms for so much of that sequence. But right now, the percents are back in Barking Frog's favor. Is he going to get this game? Find out.
Yeah, you know, already at 100%. You know, Dexter had that lead. As you said, it's gone. Barking Frog saying, hey, I'm here for a reason. That up air, though, is going to connect. Up B is not safe on shield, especially with a player as good as Dexter. But Dexter is off stage now. Going to have to try to come back. We're going to see the witch time, but it came through
Dexter
a little bit early again.
Because that's how he got witch time last game. So he knew Barking was going to want a witch time again. So Dexter delayed that up B slightly just enough so he would still get the edge, but not get. He hit the bats, but not the witch time, and that's all he really needed to get back to the edge.
Barking Frog keeps going kind of for this panic up B when he's right beside Dexter. Dexter just up airing it every time. Gonna get back up. Gonna try to avoid this back air. That does look like the win condition at the moment for Barking Frog. I don't believe really any up B combos are going to work. That up B out of shield, not going to do it quite yet. Is Dexter going to run off and counter? He does, but he did it too early, just like earlier. But in the end of the day, it did not make a difference. And I'm going to find, we're going to one bracket reset, but Poyo, did you have anything to say real quick? Got to make it snappy.
So my ride is going to be here soon, so I don't want to be stuck commentating while I don't want to be stuck commentating before set 2 starts. Because my ride's here. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, this is my last tournament in MDVA for a while because I am moving back to Kansas City due to life reasons, family reasons. So I am moving back, and I will try to be here. Looks like they're starting anyway, so I'll commentate this as much as I can. But yeah, so I'll commentate this as much as I can. Looks like Logic's coming back. I guess I'll commentate this game.
But don't worry about it. I can do it solo.
Well, I mean, I'll be fine. I didn't get a text before I have to leave, so I'll be fine for this game at least. All right. So, is Booty? Okay, Booty King's hopping on. Is he gonna now or
Arcade's coming already.
Oh, Arcade? Okay.
But anyway, Corin this time around coming in for Dexter. Right. Starting off on Battlefield, and the Corin so far is not working out nearly as well as the Lucina and Marth has. We're going to see if Dexter is going to make those adjustments like he did previously, or if he's going to opt to just go back to one of the other Fire Emblem characters. Good down air from Barking Frog, covering up the weakness of Bayonetta landing after multiple B moves in the air. All right, right now, Barking Frog landing on that platform relatively safely. Dexter trying to, get a lead again like he had in the previous set. And that is exactly how it starts. Beautiful whiff punish on that down air right there. Barking Frog tries to come on stage and just stopped immediately by that nair. Dexter just so good with stage control.
Yep, Dexter trying to put on even more pressure and advantage, but not necessarily getting anything here. Though Barking Frog is kind of struggling to find his way back. And every time he does get any sort of control, Dexter is just taking it directly back.
Yeah, he is. As you can see right there, I thought we were going to actually see the stock ended. Thought we were going to see the first lead come through. Ooh. Oh my gosh, and he saved him in the process. Barking Frog had the kill. I'm not sure. I'm pretty confident the footstool was not intentional. It looked very flashy, though.
All right. No conversions or anything here. Dexter's just going to wait patiently.
Ooh. He bet it all, and it did not pay off at the end of the day,
Yeah, I didn't necessarily like that idea.
Yeah, and he actually has not connected with any counters the entire set. And as I say that, he does it. Not going to take the stock, though, but did get free damage. And that damage was almost enough to allow that up air to kill. Right now, we're probably going to see a grab attempt come in from Dexter. I'm sure Barking Frog is aware. That's why he tried to jump, but Dexter ready for that option as well.
Yep. Dexter just extra prepared at the ledge, and he's playing way better than he was earlier. Definitely trying to make the most of his advantage state. His Corin completely on fire, but Barking Frog gets a witch time at the ledge. Going to try and go for something here, but not enough percent for that down smash to send him anywhere.
Definitely not. In that situation, it might have been more wise to go for a down air. It does have more knockback, but even then, that may not have been enough. But this combo conversion could have been, Barking Frog going the wrong direction, allowing Dexter to kind of get another leash of life at the moment.
All right. That was a good use of pin there. Now Dexter's going to wait again, trying to get down. Starts putting on pressure.
Definitely did, but Barking Frog turns it back around so quickly. These down tilts are indeed connecting. Barking Frog not able to get a ton off of it. Gonna look for a chance. You can see him looking for that up B attempt, but once he didn't get it, did that down air and just Dexter again all over him.
And now Dexter back into his favorite position. Wow, did that kind of activate? Oh, wait, because the Witch Twist hitbox is actually way higher than it actually looks.
That is why it's so difficult to spike that character. right now. Are we going to see a witch time attempt?
All
No.
right.
And then it does come through immediately after. Dexter tries to counter it again, and that was genius by Barking Frog. Go for that situation, force out the counter, and then get a back air in the process.
Ooh, maybe an up smash might have been better there.
Definitely. That one would have connected, took that stock, and, you know, Barking Frog would have won his first game of the set between these two players. But now he's still struggling. Only down by 6%, so it's definitely either player's game. This next hit's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, Barking Frog sort of struggling here to find what he wants. Honestly, ooh!
That was so smart by Dexter. You know, jabbed one way and just, as you said, so prepared for the roll. Immediately pinning the other way and, you know, putting himself on the board up 1-0 right now versus Barking Frog.
Yep. It honestly seems like Barking Frog has been more afraid of Dexter's counter than the other way around.
Yeah. And part of that goes to just, you know, Dexter's play. I said earlier when Dexter was playing Joe J, or no, when he was playing Pink Fresh, I would really like to see Dexter play Barking Frog because of his style.
Right.
He's such a patient player, spaces so well, and it's coming to pay off. And now going right back to Lucina, which he had amazing results with earlier. Surprisingly enough, Marth was actually the character he had the strongest results with, but he's been going Lucina and Korn and other characters despite that.
Yeah, not quite sure why, but not like all of those characters don't do solidly in this matchup, so.
Yeah, definitely. They all do fine. Just, you know, maybe he just says, hey, I want to play everybody today. Everybody gets a shot. Sharing is caring.
All right, Waits punishes the Witch Time with a Nair, knocking Barking Frog directly back off stage. That was good. He jumps on stage, but it is so close to the ledge just to avoid any sort of attempts from Barking Frog to attack there. And now he's in the advantage position again.
He is, and he keeps it. It's the way this match is going. Even when Dexter's back is to the edge, even when he doesn't have space, you know, he's still dictating the pace of the match. And it's still happening right now. 30 to 103 right now. A minute into this match. For Barking Frog, I thought that up tilt was going to be enough. No, but here's his chance to put himself on the board. Chasing Pink Fresh into the skies. I'm sorry, Dexter into the skies. Dexter Manson get his feet back on the stage, though. I don't know why. Today's just been one of those days where where we talk about forward smash from Lucina and then stocks. Me and Poyo both have been calling Dexter Pink Fresh. Maybe it's because he's in Grand Finals and it's been a minute since he's been here, but we're glad to have you back.
Indeed. All right, but Barking Frog's not going to get this conversion here. Good use of the Dancing Blade to cover, but doesn't cover like slightly behind him. Maybe if he was backed up just a little bit more, that would have been better.
Maybe.
All right, shield chicken.
Yeah, you know, it was a stalemate. And Dexter said, you know what, I'll go for it. I've been in this position before, but he misses the forward smash. And just something to point out, Barking Frog, every time he's grabbed Dexter, I'd say about 80% of the time, Dexter's just mashed out because Barking Frog's trying to do too many pummels.
Interesting. All right, tries to go for up throw into up air, but that doesn't connect, but manages to catch him on the way down to the back air. This is not out of Barking Frog's hands, but at the same time, it's like one of the scariest things about Bayonetta is I don't think that she works too well solely based off of neutral. If you don't have the punishes down, then she's not going to be as effective for you.
Definitely the case, and it's being demonstrated right now. Not to say Barking Frog doesn't have a neutral, but Dexter's neutral is just phenomenal. But he tried to go for something after jab. Is he going to lose stock for it? No, but he did take a lot of damage, and Barking Frog getting a second chance. But Dexter falling out again, F-smashing the wrong way. Barking Frog, third time's the charm. Is he going to do it? Not able to do it quite yet.
Honestly, the up smash out of shield might have worked better there, but that's going to be it.
And you know Dexter has to be kicking himself because that was very uncharacteristic of him to forward smash the wrong way. Not one, not twice, but 3 times in a row.
Yeah, honestly, because the thing is, for Lucina's up smash, you have that hitbox on the side that's really wide that pushes them into the bigger hit, to the stronger hit. So it's like up smash would have been way better in that situation as opposed to guessing.
Up smash, down smash, pivot F smash to make sure you can get to the right side.
That too. But guess he just figured he'd gamble it all, and he lost it there. But I think I hear the Marth.
Yeah, you did hear the Marth. It did take 4 games. Barking Frog put himself on the board, and Dexter said, enough of this. I'm going back to the tried and true Marth, and he just starts off with a bang. Immediately running up, getting that quick 14. Now 23% but Barking Frog having a chance to, you know, start some offense of his own.
All right.
One difference between Barking Frog's Bayonetta, he's not exactly getting the conversions that we normally see, but he's still managing to stay in this game.
Yeah. And it's interesting how he's doing it. It's not necessarily, he's going for these neutral reads and everything like that. But again, Bayonetta is just not as strong of a character if you're doing things like that. And I feel like once Dexter starts catching on, so for example, at the beginning of Game 1 when he was not particularly worried about the witch times, or when Barking Frog was afraid to back air, situations like that, those are situations you want to avoid as Bayonetta. And Dexter consistently is putting Barking Frog into those positions.
He is. Finally does get hit, but is that going to do it? It does. It only takes one. You know, Dexter was doing a fantastic job of just changing the tide, tying this back up, taking a lead. But, you know, that witch time did come through, and that stock is gone. And I'm surprised to see the side B got a lot of damage. Normally, Dexter F smashes right there. Tries to run down for the counter. A little late on pulling the trigger, though.
Yeah, I honestly wonder if... Ooh, that was really good. But I honestly wonder if Dexter's trying to do too much here as opposed to just waiting for Barking Frog to do something and punishing it.
He could be, but he definitely has slowed it down now and looks to be waiting a bit more.
Ooh!
Oh, my goodness.
That was good.
Yeah, that was a very unorthodox conversion, but it was a treat to watch the Thundercats.
All right, here comes it. That's interesting. That should not have happened.
Yeah, I don't think it should have, but it did, and right now Dexter is paying for it 65% off of a side B that got batched within. And Dexter missing that back air, you know, maybe he's getting a little tilted, but a lot of these punishes that Dexter is known for and demonstrating he's very proficient at doing, he's not connecting with anymore.
All right, trying to put on some pressure in the corner. There we go.
Yep, that's back to the old Dexter. This is why his Mark was able to defeat him earlier. Ooh. Charge up smash, not afraid of witch time at all. Very, you know, scary position, and this time very wise. You know, Dexter saying, hey, I don't want to get batched within and lose my stock again, but he might get carried off the top instead. Does manage to hit the ground, though, even if it is for a moment.
All right, he's going to try and take him off the side, but not going to be able to.
A little late on that back air. I think maybe that almost looked like it would have been a true combo. And he waits for it.
There it is.
Thundercats Part 2. That season did not die.
You're making me sad about Thundercats now.
Thundercats. Oh.
Thundercats Aurora is going to be a thing, and I'm just. But I don't really have much to say about it. So
Lion-O. Snarf.
But moving on to Game 4.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, Dexter, one, slowed it down, waited a bit, but then his confidence just really shined through. That charge up smash at the end, there's nothing more than I know what you're going to do. You know, you can even argue that maybe Bayonetta can react from that position, but Dexter was right, and that is why he's up 2-1 right now in this set, and that's why he reset the bracket in the first place.
All right. Gets off of the ledge pretty easily. Nothing really contesting him there from the Barking Frog. Not really sure about that down air, but it works. Trying to put on more pressure here. Good conversion. Manages to take him with even a bit more damage despite the bats within. And keeping stage control. Just backing up and creating an impenetrable wall for Barking Frog to go through. That is really good, but lands and gets hit by the heel slide.
Yeah, a little surprised that he did get hit by it, but it did happen. And a little pivot right there, not even needed, but does connect. Maybe he's trying to space for a tippered F smash that might have ended the stock. But right now, Barking Frog's going to try to get off this platform. Jumps to avoid the situation. Beautiful up B out of shield coming in from Dexter. And you knew Barking was going to go to the platform. It's just a question of how hard is Dexter going to chase him.
All right, only going for that jab forward tilt conversion, which seems to be safe on bats within thus far.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't do anything after, that is what it appears. But right now, you know, what's not safe is your feet not planted on the ground, and a miss by Barking Frog. You know, Dexter, a little free fall action. Barking Frog trying to opt for that down air a little bit too slow, and those magnet hands came into play.
All right. right, good pivot grab. Just going to throw him right off stage. Get right back into the position that he loves so much. And tipper up air is going to take the stock. Now Barking Frog on his tournament stock. Can he take this game, or will Dexter go home a champion?
We're going to find out very shortly. 133%, so high. Oh, waits it out, gets the connect. Another one comes into play. Dexter right now racked on 25% in those awkward exchanges, and he is just anti-airing everything. The interceptions from Dexter right now are phenomenal, and it is the Dexter show. You can tell he's feeling it, going for that charge up smash, not going to connect.
Yeah, and now it's like he's just punishing everything that Barking Frog wants to do. This is not a good position. Even with, but now that rage that I was about to talk about is gone, so.
Yeah, that was very interesting option from Dexter, but to be fair, everything he was doing right now was right. It was working. I think he could have threw a basketball the wrong direction. It would have went in the hoop.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not like he's lost any momentum here. He's still going.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, he figures, hey, yeah, I lost my stock because I went for a very risky, ill-advised down air. Oh, my gosh, is this going to be it? Oh. No. Dexter almost losing that stock. That would have been such, a heartbreaker if it would have happened.
And, honestly, that's very good for him to not die there, because the thing is, even though the rage will help the up B and such to connect, what it won't do is it doesn't make the up air kill you at like 40 or anything like that. But that up tilt is going to kill, and Dexter is going to go home the champion of Xanadu 251.
And what a showing both of these players put on, Barking Frog till the end, held his own. He was in Grand Finals winner side. He could have taken the entire thing. But, Dexter, one, not afraid of the pressure, very accustomed to it. But two, just that style, so difficult to defeat. Just kind of a clash right there of styles.